Section 3.6 is on solving systems of linear equations, but this time there's 3 variables. Like we solve ones that have just x and y. These will have an x, y, and a z. The solutions are called ordered triples. Triples because there's 3 of them. And then when you look at the graph, normally a graph divides it into 4 groups, right? Normally we have our x and our y axis. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 different parts. Okay, when we have 3 variables, an x, y, and a z, it divides into 8 parts. And the 8 parts are called octants. And if you look down here, it's like a third dimension is added. You see that green line? It kind of goes back, as in it goes away from you. And then this arrow is like it's coming at you. So like the x and y are up and down. So y is up and down, x is left and right. The z is like it's coming towards you or away from you.
Scroll up for a second.
Yes. Go there. So that third dimension, it's kind of like if you're in your room and you look at the wall in front of you, vertically and horizontally on the wall, that's 2-dimensional. But then anything like in the space between you and the wall is that third dimension. So the ordered triple would be like 2, 4, and 8. These would be x, y, and z. So if x is 2, it'd be like you go 2 to the right. Y is 4, that means you go up 1, 2, 3, 4. If z is 5, it'd be like coming toward you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be like walking toward you. So like if you're doing steps, it'd be like taking 2 steps to the right and then 4 steps upward, like an elevator, and then 5 steps forward. So x, y, and z. Okay, there's 2 types of problems we're going to talk about. One is like this one, example 2. It asks, is the ordered triple a solution? So is this x, y, and z a solution to the system? How do we know if it's a solution to the system?
Plug it in through the variables.
Plug it in, and it's a solution when it makes all of them true. It's not a solution if any of them are not true. So if one of them is not true, it's not a solution. So if you take your top equation, it's going to be 2 times 1 minus 0 plus 5 times 2 equals 12. We want to find out, is that true? So is 2 minus 0 plus 10 equal to 12? Is that true?
No.
What's 2 minus 0 plus 10?
12.
Does 12 equal 12? Yes. So the first one works out. Now you got to check the second one. So check the second equation. We'll do 3 times 1 plus 2 times 0 minus 2 equals negative 7. So we took that second equation and plugged in x, y, and z. So we want to find out 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 0 is 0. So it's 3 plus 2 minus 2 equals negative 7.
Wouldn't it be 3 plus 0?
Yeah, I don't know why I wrote 2. Thank you for pointing that out. That should be a 0. So we will get 1 equals negative 7. Is that true?
No, 7.
No, so this is not a solution to the system. So our answer is no, that one is not a solution. Okay, so we know how to do that. All it is now is you just add an extra variable, add an extra letter to plug in. So plug in for z and x and y. Okay. And then the next problem will probably take us about the rest of class. It's a long one. And it's probably the only one we're going to do. We probably won't do the last example. because we probably won't have time. So I want to scroll down. Example 3, solve the system using linear combination. Just so you're aware, linear combination is elimination. And there's a couple key ideas. The first one is reduce the system from 3 equations to 2. To 2 equations. Then we're going to solve the 2 equations. And we're going to find x, y, and z. The answer is going to be an x, y, and a z. So basically we're going to try to get it down to 2 equations and then solve the 2 equations because we know how to do that. And then we're going to try to get x, y, and z. And I'll leave it right there so you can kind of see for a little bit those blanks. Okay, so what we're going to do is try to reduce this down to 2 equations. You're going to look at these 3 and you're going to pick a variable that you want to cancel. Do you want to cancel x, y, or z? And in all reality, for most of these problems, it doesn't really matter which one you pick. They're all about the same difficulty. So anybody have a preference? Do you like x, y, or z? X. We will cancel out the x. Okay. So pick 2 equations. I'm going to take the top equation and the middle equation. To cancel out the x for these 2, if I want to cancel out x, what cancels with a 2x? A negative 2. So I'm going to keep the second equation the same. And the top equation, I want to make this into negative 2. Negative 2x. What do I got to multiply x by to get negative 2? You multiply it by negative 2. So everything gets multiplied by negative 2, just like we're doing elimination. So it would be negative 2x minus 6y plus 2z equals positive 22. And then we add them up. So what is negative 2 plus 2? Cancels. Negative 6y plus y is negative 5y. Positive 2z plus z is 3z. And 22 plus 1 is 23. Okay, when you get this, this is what I would normally call a cloud equation. It's not our final answer, but it's something we're going to come back to. So we took the first 2 equations, we canceled out x. Now, we have to take the third equation because we haven't used that one yet. So we got to pick the third equation because we didn't touch it yet. And we have to cancel out x again. So if we take the third equation, which is 5x minus 2y plus 3z equals 21, which equation would be easiest to cancel out x? The top one or the middle one?
Middle.
So think about which one would be easiest to change into a -5.
Oh, top.
The top. So we're going to take the top equation and we want to cancel out 5x. So we got to multiply this by, oops, I don't want that. We need to multiply this by -5. -5 times x is -5x. -5 times 3y is -15y. And -5 times -z is +5z. And -5 times -11 is 55. So what we did is we took the top two equations in blue and we canceled x. Then we had to pair up the third equation with one of the other ones. So we picked the third equation and the first equation, and we're going to cancel x again. So if we do this, when you add these up, 5 plus -5 cancels. -2 plus -15 is -17y. 3z plus 5z is 8z. And 21 plus 55 is 76. And that's our another cloud equation. So we have two cloud equations. Okay, again, we just took two of the big equations, like the first and the third one, canceled out x. And then we took the first and second, canceled out x, and we got two new equations. Those in a cloud, those two equations with the cloud around them, are smaller equations. They just have a y and a z. Now, we're going to use elimination again, and taking these two equations, we're going to try to cancel out a variable. If these are the two equations, I would pick z. Let's try to cancel out z. Because 17 is a really big, weird number. I don't want to worry about that. What can 3z and 8z both turn into to cancel? Think of number 3 and 8 can both go into. 24. How do you change 3z into 24? Multiply it by 8. So everything in this equation is times 8. 8 times -5 is -40y. 8 times 3 is +24, so 24z. And 8 times 23, I'm going to grab my calculator. 8 times 23 is 184. Pretty big number, I know, but we can deal with it. Now, we want to change this one into -24 because you want to cancel out the z's. What do you have to multiply +8 by to get -24?
-3.
Times -3. So -17 times -3 is 51. So 51y. 8 times -3 is -24z. And then we got to do 76 times -3 is going to be -228. And yes, the numbers are big. That's going to happen sometimes with these problems because there's 3 variables. Sometimes the numbers get really big. So -40 plus 51 is +11y. The z's cancel. 184 plus -228. I'm actually using my calculator to make sure I do this right. So 184 plus -228 is -44. Okay, so what happened now is we got this down to one variable. We went from 3 variables to the 2 cloud equations that just had x's and y's and z's. We got rid of x's. And then we took the 2 cloud equations and got rid of the z, and now we have just y. So if we take this part and we solve for y, what is y going to equal?
-4.
Y is -4. Now, once you find out what y is, let's go back. Go back to here and plug in y to get z. So you would take -5 times -4 plus 3z equals 23. So we're just going to go back and plug these in. So it would be positive 20 plus 3z equals 23. This is a z, by the way. So let's solve. 3z equals 3. What is z going to equal?
1.
1. Now you have y and you have z. How do you find x?
Plug it in.
Go back and plug those in. So take your z and your y, pick an equation. I'm going to take the top equation. I'm going to take x plus 3 times 1. Sorry, that'd be 3 times -4. I screwed it up. 3 times -4 minus 1 equals -11. So I took that top equation and I plugged in y and z. So it's x plus -12 minus 1 equals -11. If we solve this, it's x minus 13 equals -11. Add 13. What does x equal?
+2.
+2. Okay, long problem. Very long problem. But in the end, we're trying to cancel, and we're trying to get an x and a y and a z. And you would write your ordered triple like this. X comes first, y comes second, z comes last. So x, y, z.